Shoulder regeneration. I mean, this is massively, massively important. But before we get to it, I need to explain why typically that the shoulders break down. It's typically not a shoulder issue. It comes from the neck. And you have to understand, we're in an epidemic where everybody's constantly on their devices in this posture. Now, if you look at me right now, you're probably gonna see pretty much the majority of the population. And then you add all the workers that are sitting at their desks all day long, and now you see that we have a real problem. So the first thing that we have to do when we address any type of shoulder concerns is to address the neck and shoulders, making sure that they're not having that anterior head posture that's putting pressure on the muscles and the nerves that supply function to the shoulder, okay? Corrective chiropractic position is ideal so that they can see what's going on and change those biomechanics. Now, if we're looking at the shoulder, to regenerate tissue, yes, I said it, to regenerate the tissue, the labrum, restore that muscle structures, we have to traction to create that stability. So in order to do that, we're gonna traction both shoulders in a cross crawl fashion. Now I'm gonna demonstrate with kettlebells, but I'm also gonna demonstrate with these little ankle weights here. So I kind of got it fastened so it's easy. So she's gonna hold those. Now this is really important. If you see people that have shoulder problems, usually it's because they're rounded forward, right? The shoulders go where the head goes. So if her head's forward, so does her shoulders, right? So if she's standing up straight, what we want to do is we want to accentuate that with her palms facing forward, okay? So that's what she's going to do. Your palms are going to face forward, and she's just going to let her shoulder traction, all right? She's not going to lift up. She's not going to engage those shoulder muscles. Let's put that in there too. Perfect right here. So now she's just going to let that hang, and what I really want to see is a belly to butt cross crawl movement. Again, she's just working on tractioning the shoulders. She's not engaging her biceps. She's not engaging her wrist muscles. She's letting them just traction and hang down and just getting that blood flow. And this is ideal because we're now generating that super filtrated blood through the synovial fluid and the bursa. That's really going to help to, again, regenerate that tissue. Here, we'll take those. Now, she's going to demonstrate kettlebells, same thing, okay? Now, you might want to know what kind of weight to use. It really depends on how big the individual is. So for Laura, she's probably going to use about 5 pounds of pressure, so a weight of about 5 pounds on each. That's completely appropriate. For somebody like myself, 10 to 15 might be something that I'd want to handle, okay? Again, we just want enough to where we feel the tractioning so that we can get that blood flowing into the shoulder joint. Now, another way that can be really promoting, again, getting that, because we have to create an inflammatory response to rebuild tissue. That is how we heal. I know you hear inflammation bad, inflammation bad. In certain respects, that's true, but that's the way the body heals. So if we cut your arm, guess what the first thing that happens? It gets red, it gets inflamed, because that's the healing properties. We need to regenerate that inside the shoulder. The way to do that is to put moist heat on the shoulder. Now you can do that directly after doing this exercise, and it will speed up that regenerative process. Again, this is the best way to regenerate the shoulder and to stabilize these shoulder joints.